This is a warning from a detective with 25 years on the force. What would you do if you woke up one morning with a perfectly clear mind, but couldn't move a single finger? Imagine being trapped inside your own body, watching the world pass by like a prisoner at a window. Today's case is not just an illness. The culprit didn't steal memories. It confiscated the freedom to move. The mind stays sharp, which makes the punishment even crueler. The name of this criminal, Parkinson's disease. If your parents' hands or even your own fingertips are trembling slightly, don't miss this investigation record. At many scenes I've worked, there were no external injuries, yet the body was frozen stiff, almost unnatural. At first we suspected poison or foul play, but the real suspect was never outside. It was hiding inside the brain. When dopamine, the brain's movement fuel, begins to disappear, the body slowly hardens like cement setting in place. Many people confuse Parkinson's with dementia. But listen carefully, dementia takes away the mind and leaves the body. Parkinson's keeps the mind alive while the body stops obeying. On late winter day, moving into early spring, Detective Lee and I were heading to a violent crime scene when our police radio suddenly erupted.
Traffic collision at Gangnam intersection. Driver suspected intoxicated. Not responding.
A black sedan sat motionless at a green light. The driver looked frozen. No alcohol smell, no aggression, just tension, sweat, and silence. His hands trembled rhythmically in the air, as if invisible strings were pulling them. His face showed no emotion, like a mask carved from stone. He tried to speak, but only a whisper escaped. The breathalyzer showed nothing, but inside the car we found MRI scans. His neurologist later explained.
In a healthy brain, dopamine cells appeared dark. In his scan, they were faded, almost gone. Over 70% had already died. Dopamine acts like a messenger, carrying movement signals from the brain, the command center, to the muscles in the field. When that signal begins to fade, the order to move never reaches the body medically. This breakdown of communication is often seen in advanced Parkinson's disease.
Think of the brain as police headquarters. The limbs are local patrol units. Dopamine is the radio signal between them. When the signal dies, orders never reach the field. Dementia destroys headquarters. Parkinson's cuts the communication line.
People think my father is losing his mind, but he remembers everything: my birthday, our old address. His body just moves in slow motion. At night he cries, saying his body feels like a prison.
Now check yourself or your parents carefully. First, a resting tremor. This can be a critical clue. Most common hand tremors appear when you're holding something, lifting a glass, or writing with a pen. But Parkinson's tremors often show up when the body is at rest while watching TV, or when your hands are simply resting on your knees. If you notice a motion that looks like rolling a small pill between the thumb and index finger, it may be the brain sending an urgent signal. Second, what doctors often call a masked face. Have your parents suddenly seem distant or expressionless? It may not be anger. Sometimes the facial muscles become stiff, making it difficult to smile or show emotion. You might also notice less blinking, a steady, almost unbroken gaze. When these changes appear, it can be a sign that muscle rigidity is beginning to develop. Third, micrographia and shuffling steps. Have you noticed handwriting getting smaller and smaller toward the end of a sentence or a page? When walking, do the steps become shorter with the feet dragging along the ground? It can feel as if every movement is shrinking. This gradual reduction in motion is one of the ways Parkinson's disease slowly takes control of the body. From this point on, your health investigator, Officer Han, will guide you through key survival rules for living with Parkinson's disease. Please listen carefully and try to put these steps into practice, Officer Han. The floor is yours.
This is Officer Han, health investigator. There is currently no cure for Parkinson's disease, but early detection and proper management can help many people maintain an active daily life. Here are survival strategies designed to help wake up a body that feels like it's slowing down. Start practicing them today. First, consider using a simple laser pointer, which you can easily find at a stationery store or online. Many people with Parkinson's experience something called freezing, where the feet suddenly feel stuck to the floor. Use the laser to draw a line on the floor, or focus on the pattern of the tiles beneath your feet. Create a simple visual goal. Tell yourself, let's step over that line. Even when automatic walking feels difficult, stepping toward a visible target can activate alternative pathways in the brain and help the feet start moving again. Second, set a medication reminder. even 1 minute before bedtime. Parkinson's medications help replenish dopamine signals, but their effects don't last very long. Missing your schedule even by 30 minutes can trigger what doctors call an off period, when stiffness and slowness suddenly worsen. Whether before or after meals, follow the exact timing your doctor recommends. Staying on schedule is one of the most important survival habits. Third, practice exaggerated movements. Because Parkinson's tends to make movements smaller and slower, you need to move in the opposite direction, bigger and more intentional. When you walk, swing your arms wider, almost like a marching soldier. When you speak, try projecting your voice louder than usual. These larger movements send stronger signals back to the brain, helping retrain movement through alternative pathways. Think of it as sending a strong command back to your brain: move bigger. Practicing these powerful signals can help retrain the body and break through the feeling of being trapped inside it. That was Detective Han.
Parkinson's disease is like a race with a turtle. Movements may slow, and the body may grow rigid, yet inside that shell, the spirit and the mind still move at the same pace as ours. The tears of the senior who couldn't move inside the car were not resentment toward a failing body, but a quiet cry, a longing to keep moving forward. Please don't criticize your parents for walking slower. They are fighting harder than anyone, trying to break free from a prison that only they can feel. If this message helped you, please subscribe, leave a like, and share any warning signs you've noticed in the comments. Together with Chung Dam Pol, we will continue searching for the final clues to survival. The investigation into health continues in the next clue.